कहत कबीर सुनो भाई साधो, कहत कबीर सुनो भाई साधो, अरे कहत कबीर सुनो भाई साधो, कहत कबीर सुनो भाई साधो। साहब मिले सबूरी में, अरे साहब मिले सबूरी में, मन लागो यार फकीरी में, मन लागो।
Things that I would like to change about myself. Is that a waste of time, or is it not a waste of time?
It's a waste of time. There are certain things that I would like to change about myself. Is it a waste of time? Surely. You are the one who is deciding what to change about yourself. It means that you do not like the one that you are. Right? You do not like the one that you are. That's why you want to change him. And if you do not like the one that you are, how can you trust him to bring about the right change? You see what is happening. We are saying, I want to change myself. That means I cannot be reliable. Had I been reliable, why would I need to be changed? I have a computer that malfunctions. It's gone bonkers. Would I use the same computer to find out the solution to the problem? I have a computer that's gone mad. It takes something as input, process something else and displays something else. And it gets influenced by many other computers around, especially if they are female computers. Would I depend on this computer to find a solution to its own problem? Would I? Then why do we depend on ourselves to find solutions to our own problems?
Depend on engineer.
Why do we say that I know what kind of change I want to bring about in myself?
Distinction between the problem and the like I see that I have a computer that's not working, so I look automatically for a working computer.
No, there is no distinction at all between the I and the problem. The distinction between I and the problem is called the ego. The ego wants to believe that the problem is separate from itself. The ego wants to say the problem is out there, the sickness is out there, I am healthy, I can cure the sickness. The I itself is the problem. The I itself is the problem, and remember that the I never witnesses the problem. The I always experiences the problem. We do not know problems because we witness them. We know of problems because we experience problems in suffering. Had we witnessed problems, then one sure shot indicator would have been that we would not have called them problems, we would have just called them situations. When you witness anything, then you cannot label it. Then you won't have called it a problem. You would have just said, it is happening this way. It is happening this way. If you are calling something a problem, then it is certain that you are a participant in the problem. And hence obviously you are not witnessing, you are experiencing the problem. And an experience of problem is called suffering.
But before you said that this one Guru is giving these instructions, this identified, and that this is wrong. Now you say the same thing that we should not
I didn't get you. Come again.
You said that this other Guru is saying that
The other Guru.
yes, that we should just observe this identified, and this is the wrong way. We should.
But when did I say that you must do this? I said we experience them. Did I say we must not experience them? See how you are assuming things and jumping ahead of me? I said, we never see the problem. We only experience it. Now, does that mean that I am saying that we must not experience it? But very quickly you drew your own conclusions.
This is how I understand it.
You don't understand this. Then you are extrapolating. You're running ahead of me. I am just saying what I am saying. Don't go even a step further than that. Because I take you right till the edge of the cliff. If you take one step more,
Because you said the first way of living is complete silence, to be completely uninvolved in the world. So this means not experiencing.
and did I stop at that?
Just observing.
And did I stop at that? And did I say that this is what you do?
That I should do, or
Did I say this is what you should do? And did I not say that for you there is a second option as well?
the way.
But then why do you limit my answer only to the first part? Would you want to take a look at your inner conspiracy?
I get this confusion in my mind.
No, this is not a confusion. This is deliberate obfuscation. Confusion is when two things are getting intertwined. Here it is something where you are deliberately hiding one part of what I am saying and extrapolating the other. What do you want?
Even today I was thinking about this problem. It keeps,
We have to be concerned very, very rigorously with the facts, not with ideals. Never talk the language of must. Never say you must do this. Concern yourself squarely with what is really happening. What is really, really happening. I was reading a few stories from the Upanishads today. And a fellow goes to a seer and asks him, what is Brahman? And you know what he says? He says, your breath is Brahman. He says, I didn't get it. What is Brahman? He says, the food is Brahman. He says, I didn't get it. What is Brahman? He says, the tree is Brahman. He says, still didn't get it. What is Brahman? He says, the sky is Brahman, the river is Brahman, the sand is Brahman, the dog is Brahman. Do you know what that means? That means that you should forget Brahman and concern yourself directly with the road, the river, the sand, the tree. These are the facts of one's daily living. In this only will you find Brahm, the truth. There is no way to jump directly to Brahm. Truth can be known only by its action. When facts are present in front of you, live in them, abide by them, and the door of the truth would be seen so near. But if you start talking of truth and keep reciting big mantras, then all you will get is big mantras. Concern yourself with the small, the immediate, the trivial, because there is nothing except the trivial. And those who ignore the trivial, those who do not pay attention to what is really happening with them, their real motivations, the clevernesses of the mind, all the delicate mechanisms, all the machinations, those who ignore these as unworthy of attention, do that at their peril. I again request, do not talk big. By talking big, we deliberately hide all that which is small in our lives. And life is a succession of the small, 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 small. Do not sweep that under the carpet.
I'm afraid of talking authentically with my father. father out of fear of his anger and control of me in the past.
Come again, please.
I'm afraid of talking authentically with my father. I've avoided him for many years with my true feelings.
Okay.
Out of fear of his anger that he showed to me as I was growing up as a child.
I'm afraid of displaying my authentic self, my true feelings to my father. I've had experiences when I was growing up. Yes, yes. And now to this, there can be no far-fetched solution. It is like this, and you will have to live through it. Acknowledging it is already a good step. In fact, this acknowledgement in itself would have been complete had your father been sitting here. You needed nothing else, nothing more. You need no solution to this. All you need to see is that it is not a problem in the first place. Once you start searching for a solution to something, remember that you have declared it a problem. There is no solution here. It is the fact. A particular kid got scolding or thrashing from his father. Happens. And now the kid is no more. Now we have a strong young man in front of us. Yet the memories persist. Happens. If you will suppress this situation, if you will want to change this situation, if you will want to do something about it, you will give importance to it, you will validate it. Take a small example. Something happens in your house. You and your brother are there. You could have just seen that the thing is trivial and ignored it. But instead, you decide to take the issue up. Now you are giving it importance. The moment you give it an importance, it grows in size. And after 20 minutes, you and your brother are seen exchanging blows with each other. The more you think about something, the more you allow it to occupy your mind space. Remember that nothing is inherently important. Something becomes important only when you attach importance to it. Importance is not objective, it is always subjective. And also, that importance does not lie in the fact. Importance lies in the ego. The ego figures out which fact to lay emphasis on selectively. It chooses a fact which reinforces the ego, which helps it become bigger, more prominent, more visible, more real. Can you be so joyful that you totally forget this question? Could there be such deep love in your life that in spite of remembering all that your father did, you go and embrace Him? Not that you have forgotten anything. It's just that you are in such a great mood that you want to give and share. Have you known such a mood? A particular mood in which even enemies look sweet. Tomorrow we have the festival of Holi, and it's customary to go and hug even your enemies on Holi. It is said that on the holy day there is no question of choosing whom to congratulate, whom to color, whom to embrace. The entire world must appear colorful. So you are walking around with all the colors of your heart in your hands, and whosoever comes your way, he is your friend, he is your... It's your love. In fact, it's your obligation to color him. If you don't do that, you are rude. Can the mind be immersed permanently in colors of Holi? Could you be going around with colors in your hands, in your pockets, in your cargo, in your eyes, in your heart, always? Would you still ask this question? You ask this question only till the time it remains important to you as a problem. There is something far more important than our problems. When you are close to that, then you forget all the trivia. I repeat, problems can never be solved, because the very attempt to solve a problem establishes the problem even more. Problems can only be forgotten. You can only walk past a problem. You can only make a problem redundant. You can only come to a point where you no longer even want to solve the problem. You say, let it be. How does it matter? There is something more exciting, more important, more joyful waiting. Solving this problem will take 3 seconds, and I don't want to give even 3 seconds to it. There is something so utterly waiting for me that even if a solution is given to me, I don't want to execute it. Such a boring thing, executing solutions. Let the problem be, let the problem be. Now, for example, you are going to meet your beloved and there is a stain on your shirt, which is a problem. Would you rather turn around, go back, change your shirt, wear a new one, and waste half an hour and then go and meet? You say, let the problem remain. I am perfect with the problem. There is something so utterly magnificent in front of me that this problem can remain and yet be insignificant. So you go and embrace the real one with all your stains. And that's what life is. We all have so many stains, problems, mind stuff. We embrace the truth along with all this. If we keep waiting to get rid of all this so that one final day we will meet God, then you will never meet God. Those who are really fond of meeting the beloved, they don't first go and take a bath and get a new suit ordered reserve a table, book tickets. They don't do all that. Madly they jump over themselves, stumbling, falling, and as kids, whenever most favorite dish would be prepared, we won't even take 30 seconds to go and wash our hands. We would say, let the germs, the infections, the stains remain. There is something so fascinating in front of me, I want to take it in. Who has 30 minutes to spend on hygiene? Sorry. Who has 30 seconds to spend on hygiene? No. Even the germs are all welcome. Come. Find that. Make your problems sound like a joke, so funny, irrelevant. In your moment of deepest bliss, do you complain of a toothache? Do you do that? Only a wretched one would do that. And he deserves that all his teeth are broken.
But aren't the problems at times help us, if we see for what they are and we observe, we may change the course of our life. Maybe we are stuck in a situation that
Whatever you do with your problems, you would remain with the problems. You're doing something with the problem. You're doing something with the problem, right? You're doing something with the problem. Are you real? Of course I am real. Who can say I'm not real? If I am real, then whatever I am working with must be real. What am I working with? The problem. Yes, it's a good temptation to solve the problem. But I repeat, far better than solving a problem is transcending the problem. Transcend the problem.